Speed Unbound Update 4. Now, you may be thinking, already? What? Where are you getting this information from, Pants? The last trailer. Do you remember this trailer that showed us everything we're gonna get in the new Need for Speed Unbound update, including this beautiful Viper, which I highly recommend you get on it now if you haven't, because you require level 50, and it's quite easy to do. I'll help you if you need it. Well, in that very trailer, they actually state when the pass will end, which realistically should mean when the next update's coming. Right here on the trailer, August 16th, 2023. That's when the current speed pass will end, meaning you forfeit everything. So as I say, make sure you get on it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that update will come out on that exact date, but it's a pretty big indication that it's coming on that date or very shortly after. Also, to double down on this trailer, which was the Volume 2 update, came out March. So March, April, June brings us to this update, the previous update. So then June, July, August. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet, don't you? And the final piece of the puzzle is these purchasable packs, which came out, the 3 of them. We are set up. The date lines up. The trailer information signs up. They have had paid DLC in the game. It went to Game Pass to encourage people to then buy the paid pack. Question, how do you tell when you're addicted to something? Because I cannot stop playing these events. He says he's only level 63, should be 75. Okay, every time I jump in the game and I see one going on, I'm like, I need to get to that circle right now. All right, use nitrous, get all wheels off the ground. Watch me, watch me. I'm gonna help these people out. They need me. My people, they here. So we're pretty certain that the update is on its way. That's great news, because genuinely this last update was so good. Like, I was not expecting them to fully revamp the whole progression system. I wasn't expecting them to add a mode that I would actually like. Initially, I thought, okay, it looks like a rehashed kind of, well, those ASAP Rocky events, I can't even remember. But it kind of looked like that to the point where I just probably wouldn't be that interested. However, the takeovers, I ended up being really into it. And every time I jump in this game, I don't think I want to do anything else other than this. It's fun, it's lucrative, it's a cooperative experience that I really leaned into the previous video, saying that Need for Speed, I think, should have. I think Need for Speed fits better as like a co-op experience, working together with other people, rather than the general, all right, race. There is a place for that, but I think this fits Need for Speed more. Cooperative players against the police. That's the whole kind of theme of Need for Speed, at least has been, should have been for this game. Definitely was for Need for Speed Heat. Look at the Pentsman carry, what is it? That's supposed to be a near miss, not a hit. That's what you call carried! I just joined! I deserve big money, big money. The drifting on this is so sick. I went full slidey boy with off-road tires, and it's kind of mental. Get the hell out the way. So what do we need to see from the next update? And of course, I want to give that question to you guys because super important. Ultimately, we are the people playing and funding the continued development of this game and the next one. So when it comes to it, what are we expecting? Now, it's kind of difficult because 3 months is not a very long time to, say, start working on something based on our feedback from this update. At least to be released in the next update, the update 4. I think anything feedback-wise is potentially going to come more so for the next update. And these drafting things are difficult because no one knows who to draft. Everybody's just like, ah, la, 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 la. I'm going to go everywhere. I'm going to draft this cop. I've got no draft. Hey, I done it. Bruh. Now, what I would kind of love to see is an integration of the cops into races. I want to see a bigger integration of the cops in general. I want to see the multiplier return from Need for Speed Heat, and I think that's the best way they can go about it. Cops in races, making it more difficult in races because of that. You finish the race, you've got a cop chase that continues on. If you don't bank, you lose your money. But if you do, maybe you get the minimum. But if you, for example, keep the multiplier, get the heat level 5 and escape the heat level 5, then it should 5 times your money. Now, granted, they did bump up the money aggressively in races, and it would kind of mean that you would end up with too much money. But let's be real, we're almost at the full year of this game being out. I doubt the updates are going to last longer than that. So does it matter if you're really good and manage to escape heat level 5 and get 200,000, 300,000? I mean, it would kind of ruin the economy a little bit. Maybe they could reduce, maybe you could put it back down again a little bit. I don't know. But ultimately, there needs to be something like that. A big change that we have kind of been asking for a long time. And it would make sense because that would have been having the longest development time opposed to us just going, last update, yeah, we want more co-op stuff. And they're like, why didn't you say that in the beginning? Come on, we're so close. I'm level 63 now. 75 and I'm done. 75 and I've got all the stuff. But you know what? I don't even know if I want to go to level 75. Why? Let me explain. Also, be very careful at this part, because if you die between now and you can lose everything. It's so annoying. All right, I got repaired. Good. Now we escape. But imagine finishing a speedless and having this experience too. This is what Need for Speed is about. That just back in the game, run away, terrified of those police that can, or the players that can steal your money. You know, introduction of rhinos. Now that would be sick. Like a new element to the police. But these choppers are so annoying. How about we get the ability to fly into them and take them out? We got wings. Come on. No, don't do that. Oh, this is evil. This is evil. I'm putting him after him again. Wait, he's not even got the cops after him. Damn it. That would have been the most evil thing I think I've done in a long while. So when it comes down to it, as I said, cops in online, more races, more reason to have the police after you. The police just feel a little bit useless. And I have a critique with a certain thing that I kind of like. That's possible, you know. Hence me always saying that how Need for Speed could be better. But I do love the game. Like, I'm still playing it. We are the few. One huge request from the community and myself is the photo mode. How is it worse than Need for Speed Heat? It makes no sense. This should be better. It should be at least be as good. How did it get worse? That's something I want to see, hopefully, in the future. I don't understand how Forza added the ability to place your character around your car, but Need for Speed doesn't have that when it's more about characters than Forza is. The Forza characters, I don't use them. They're kind of useless. However, in Need for Speed, you literally have a story where your character participates in things. So, like, why can I not dab outside my car? Don't actually want to do that. But if you hate the idea of cops being in races, again, please do let me know of that as well, because I'm curious how rubbish you are. I want this game to be difficult, gritty, dirty, illegal. What Need for Speed should be in a modern day is like make you rage. Make the amount of times I screamed with rage on the old Need for Speed games was on the level. But did it stop me being a fan of the franchise? Absolutely. Maybe that's why people stopped playing. Maybe that's why people went to COD to feel good about themselves. So that's why FPS games are now. I'm just joking. Okay, maybe a little. Maybe not a little. Maybe... Yes and no? Right. One other thing that I did want to mention. I think the Speed Pass is great. I love that it's free. I love that you get unlocks constantly. There's a progression path that's now being replaced. And that's great because the old progression stuff was kind of crap. Now, my problem is with the Speed Pass. I unlocked the Viper. The Viper is sick. I love it. It's super cool. It reminds me of Burnout Paradise. It's a cool thing. What's not so cool is something like this. Also, where's the Black Panther icon? Hello? Still nothing. These jeans, relatively interesting, okay? That's pretty cool. Fine, yeah. The wheels, we like that. We like the neons, the underglow. Very cool. Personally, I couldn't give a flying shit about that. The jacket, fine. Again, personal taste. Why? Past the level when you get the Viper, I really don't feel like it's a pull to get me to keep playing against the progression. Like, the gameplay itself, very enjoyable. But in terms of everything else, the donut wheels. 73 is the last level you get something remotely interesting. I don't want this. This makes me cringe. I never want to see that in my life. Absolutely do not use that. I will ban you from my... You'll never play in a Black Panther race again. All right, if you're interested in more information about what I was talking about previously, about the actual positives and major negatives about the last update, that information can be found right here in this sexy video. It's good. Smash like, subscribe, and peace.